Hey, what's up, everybody? Good morning. Coffee Conversations with Greg J is on. Hope you're doing all right today. Lots to talk about. A little special thing we're doing today. Won't be before you long. We're going to have our guest will be Vice Mayor Rex Richardson, but we're going to take him in at about 10:30. So this morning we're going to just kind of look through and talk about what's going on in the world real quick, and then we'll come back to you at 10:30 with a word from Vice Mayor Long Beach, Vice Mayor Rex Richardson, as he talks about the Uptown Jazz Festival's coming up. The Uptown Jazz Festival. That sounds like a really good thing, right? Got your coffee? Got my coffee. More news on the coffee front. Just got a fresh batch in from Cameroon, West Africa, ready to rock and roll. And you can go to Columbus Coffee Company to find out more. Yeah. I know that over the last couple of days, we've been really inundated with some heavy news, man. Just a lot going on to our psyche in our news cycle. First and foremost, the whole COVID-19 um, resurgence, I guess, is that what you would say? We're seeing increased cases just when we thought we were coming out of it. The whole argument about vaccination or not, the whole discussion about masking mandates. The kids are back in school. Now they're saying we need a booster, and it's like, wow, how do we process that? Um, so I started looking across the news. We get a lot of our news from the NPR network, a lot of public media, Black newspapers, California Black Media Network, National Newspapers Publishers Association. We're tapped into all of those organizations, so that Associated Press, so that we can gain, perspective on current affairs in the world. And I thought this was really interesting about the whole booster thing. This is from the NPR, and if just indulge me for a few minutes, I want to just kind of go through these. These are basically 6 questions that we all have when we got the news that we may need a booster. And this was conducted by and put together by the National Public Radio um, Network. Okay. So basically, the first one: what's the evidence that vaccinated people need a booster? Federal health officials are seeing a trend. The data consistently demonstrate a reduction of vaccine effectiveness against infection over time. That's from the CDC director, Dr. Rochelle Walensky. She said that at a White House briefing on yesterday. The evidence presented at the briefing consists of several recent studies from health systems that have been collecting data on breakthrough infections. These include the New York State Health Department, the Mayo Clinic, and the CDC's reporting system for nursing homes in the US, plus Israel's Ministry of Health abroad. We know that even highly effective vaccines become less effective over time, said the Surgeon General. It's now our clinical judgment that, excuse me, the time to lay out a plan for COVID-19 boosters is now. Wow, that's what the government's saying. So our question becomes, if we need boosters soon, does this mean I'm no longer safe after just 2 doses? I know I got the 2 shots. How about you? What'd you get? No, anyone who is fully vaccinated is still very well protected from getting seriously ill from COVID 19. Health officials have been emphatic on this point. For now, anyone who has completed the 2-dose mRNA vaccine course is considered fully vaccinated with a high degree of protection against the worst outcomes of COVID 19. Okay, what if I got the J&J vaccine? For now, booster shots are being advised for the mRNA vaccines only. A separate booster recommendations for individuals who received a Johnson & Johnson 1-dose vaccine is expected soon, health officials say. The J&J vaccine was authorized for use in the US a little later than the others in March, and data on safety and efficacy of an additional dose is not yet available. They're still trying to check it all out. Why are federal officials moving on boosters now if the 2-dose vaccines are still protective against hospitalization and death? Federal officials say that they're trying to stay one step ahead of the virus by getting started in what will be a months long endeavor to bolster Americans' immunity. Whew, man, they just don't, they're guessing. How will this roll out? Who will get the boosters first? Assuming the FDA gives its blessing, all adults who got one of the mRNA vaccines will be eligible for boosters 8 months after their second shot, starting on September 20th. They note that this plan automatically gives priority to high risk groups. Those are the most vulnerable populations, like healthcare providers, nursing home residents, and other seniors. Is there still scientific debate about the immediate need for these boosters? Yes, there's still much to learn about the vaccines and how they provide immunity to COVID 19. And the last question, what is the argument against giving out boosters? Some health experts question whether giving boosters in the US makes the best use of a limited global vaccine supply. They also question whether offering third doses to Americans will make a significant impact on stopping the pandemic. Wow. You know, we've got a lot to think about in this whole thing. So be watchful, be vigilant, and most of all, be safe. Follow the guidelines so that we can do the best case possible in keeping us safe and alive. Afghanistan's going down. They pulled out. Uh, much debate on whether that was the right thing to do. I feel like they're just going to second guess all the way down to the wire. It's a dangerous world out there, but certainly they've spent 20 years in a country. And to me, if the people are not willing to fight for their own freedom, it always comes down to the people. Then why should the United States continue to exert its will in that foreign land? Um, More on that. Keep your eye on the news there. R. Kelly's on trial. It's going down. How come they don't show that one on TV like they show everything else? You know what I'm saying? It would make for good ratings, I suppose. I want to see it. But then again, maybe not. Yeah. Voting rights bill is going on there. The John Lewis Voting Rights Advancement Act is being pushed through, the halls of Congress, the Congressional Black Caucus. This is nullifying some of the items that this conservative Supreme Court have been trying to remove from the Voting Rights Act. We want to continue to go forward, ever, backward, never. Speaking of voting, coming up here in California, that they are, they want to recall the governor. There's an election going on. Larry Elder, you seen those commercials? Larry Elder's running. Then there's the guy that used to be the mayor of San Diego. And then this dude, I can't call his name. I had his name in my head a minute ago, but the guy with the bear, right? Rich guy. They're all vying for the governor's seat because they think that the governor hasn't done a good job during his term. You should be getting your ballots in the mail. And we're going to be talking a little bit more in depth about, this process of, recall election. I believe it's very simple. I haven't received my ballot yet, so I haven't seen it, but I think it's pretty simple when they basically ask you the point blank question: do you think the governor should be recalled? And anyway, so you make up your mind and you figure it all out. We'll just talk about what is the process in this unprecedented voting issue here in the great state of California. All right, now you know what? Things are coming up. The Art Walk here in Long Beach. I hope that we're going to announce a few great things happening at the Art Walk in the East Village Arts District of the city of Long Beach. That's coming in October. But in the meantime, we got a big shopping day down here in this district, and I think we're going to do a little photo exhibit at our studio, and hope you come down and sip some coffee and chat it with us, as we kind of participate with our community in celebrating the vibrancy and the recovery of the city. Right here, down here by the water, baby. Yeah. Then last but not least, we got our coming up, Long Beach Gives. We're going to, share with you some of our advocacies here in the beautiful city of Long Beach and encourage you to, support our nonprofits that are active in community building, our nonprofits that are active in the arts, our nonprofits that are active in, media and empowerment, information, and inspiration of the people. And so we'll be giving you more information on that. Long Beach Gives. All right, that's all I have to do. I think I've run my mouth enough. Only been on here for 12 minutes, and that's okay. We're just discussing um, just some of the headlines. This weekend is a big weekend in the city of Long Beach and North Long Beach, as most importantly, they call that Uptown, right? And so um, Vice Mayor Rex Richardson puts on a fantastic concert festival. It's a 2-day affair. Tomorrow night is the White Party, and my good friend Cy Smith is coming through to bless the people with her art, which is music. She is a fantastic singer, one of my favorites ever. And she's dope. She's real dope, and I guess you'll enjoy that. And then on Saturday is the Houghton Park is the Uptown Jazz Festival with I think they have Sheila E. coming through. Wow. But I think that's a really good artist. I've seen Sheila E. so many times, and I haven't had the opportunity to see her over the last couple of years. But it's so funny. I saw Sheila E. in Cape Town, South Africa, and after seeing her a million times here in Southern California, it was just a cool perspective to be able to watch her at the Cape Town Jazz Festival. And I'm going to tell you something: as many times as I had seen Sheila E. perform, as many times as I have been electrified by her rhythms, that show in Cape Town was a whole nother level for me, watching Sheila E. as one who is very familiar with her music presentation. I mean, it was just a whole nother level. Yeah. So looking forward to this weekend, Uptown Jazz Festival, North Long Beach, baby. All right, y'all. I'll see you back at 10:30. Let's chit chat with Vice Mayor Rex Richardson about the Uptown Jazz Festival. Let's talk to him about the recovery of the city. Let's talk to him about, just some issues, stuff that we have on our mind. We don't have a lot of time with him, but I'm grateful for the time that he's coming through to sip coffee mid-morning, 10:30. All right, y'all. If you miss it, you can get it on this page, Coffee Conversations with Greg J, Facebook page. You can get it on the YouTube channel. You can get it on Beach City Radio, beachcityradio.com. And just, check it out on demand wherever. The audio version will be up as a podcast later on this afternoon, wherever you get your podcast: Spreaker, iHeart, Apple, Google, Deezer. It's just Stitcher. It's just Spotify. There's so many platforms you can find us. Coffee Conversations with Greg J. In the meantime, love one another, love one another, love one another. Peace and blessings.